From the studios of TLC Talk Radio, it's DT on Our Minds. I'm your girl, Tasha.
And I'm that fat girl, Dana.
And, of course, we have another great show lined up for you. And, it is 18 million degrees here in Chicago. I joke around about my faith and say, y'all don't want to go to hell just because of the sample we get on Earth.
Now.
That's not that's not where you want to be. Yeah. I'm just saying. What's going on, friend?
Well, first, we might want to say, hey. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at DT on Our Minds.
Because one of us is alert this morning and one of us isn't.
Just a little.
Meanwhile, notes are in my face. So I'm not as alert as I think I am.
It's okay. It's okay.
How's it going?
It's going. It is hot. So I will say it is hot up in the Chicago area, but it is always hot the week of my birthday.
Yay, birthday.
My 18th birthday was 104 degrees.
Oh, okay.
At 10 o'clock at night, and we went out and played volleyball because that was the coolest it was all day.
Wow.
So I'm used to it being ridiculously hot for my birthday. And yeah, my birthday week's always the hottest of the year for some unknown reason.
I'll keep that in mind. I was born at the end of the summer, so my birthday always falls around the Labor Day holiday. And, it's kind of hit or miss depending on what's going on. These last few years, though, I don't remember anything being uber hot or even just unseasonably cold. So it always kind of works out for me, thank God. But I'm sorry that it's 12 million degrees.
Yeah.
On your birthday. Because, I plan events for the entire month.
Oh,
so,
I don't.
Yeah, I'm just.
I kind of just let it go and, just thank everybody on Facebook and call it a day. My daughter didn't even wish me a happy birthday until the day after.
Oh.
Well, I didn't see her.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's a good reason.
I saw her in the morning, but, she wasn't.
She wasn't alert
enough to realize what was going on.
Like Auntie Tasha a minute ago.
So there's that. But, I'm not a big birthday person.
Okay.
I'm really not. I just, I'm 48.
Yay.
Maybe when I'm 50.
Party.
I'll have a party.
I'm just looking for a
Probably
reason to
not.
go dancing. Don't listen to me. Do not plan things that I want to do for your birthday. Has nothing to do with anything. No, I'm kind of we always celebrated my birthday. I have a picture of my brother holding me with my cousin standing around when I was 1. And so my mother's like, you remember that? Of course not. I was 1.
Right. Hello.
But it looked like it was a lot of fun. Like I was looking in the background like, oh, okay. It's just all these kids.
You guys were partying.
Right.
That's awesome.
Way older than 1. Hanging out with me. But I think I've always wanted to celebrate. But I celebrated more as I got older. Excuse me. And I think it's because I started losing friends. And so I was like, okay, yay for every birthday. Not that I don't live my life between birthday to birthday.
Right.
But, I always do it. So maybe a couple years ago, I started saying, you know what, September is my month. Like, because I own the months, right?
Right.
And so every weekend, I create this menu of things to do. So in education, one of the things we do to stimulate learning is to give the children accumulating projects from a menu. So we've taught the skill, we reviewed it in a variety of ways, and they get to choose how to demonstrate that they've learned it. It's a menu assessment. Okay. And so they can, I'm going to do a skit, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to write a report, or I'm going to give it whatever. And so I kind of adapted that to my birthday. Some people don't like to go dancing. Some people would just like to go to dinner. I invite everybody to church, that first weekend of the month. Y'all invited all the time, by the way. But, I give them an option. And then people have things to do. And if they don't come, I don't take it personally. But I also use that as a time to donate. We volunteer at Ronald McDonald House because my cousin lost her daughter. And even though she didn't stay at the house, they still provided her services. So Ronald McDonald House, for those who don't know, it's like a beautiful suite, a home away from home, set of suites rather, for families to stay in close to the hospital if their children are sick. Because the last thing you want to be doing is running back and forth.
Right.
And
paying for hotels and whatnot. Because if your kid's there for like 6 months, that's a lot of money.
Lots of money. And it's free and it's all on donation. So what happens is people volunteer their time to cook. And so every day, every meal is provided by a different group of people. And so maybe 2 years ago, I said, oh, I want to do that. And then I called and they were like, yeah, we're booked. I was like, oh. So that's a good problem, I think, you know.
Yeah, at least there's people donating.
Absolutely.
Their time for
And
it,
so then I understood, they showed me how to make sure I was on schedule. And so we went and we cooked a meal. You have to provide what the menu is going to be. And if they have some of the items there, you can use that. If not, you bring yours in. You have to do everything there. Beautiful kitchen. We served at the Ronald McDonald House at Christ Hospital in Oak Lawn. And beautiful kitchen with 3 of everything. Like I was getting kitchen decorating ideas. Like, okay, this is nice. Like,
I need
Sasha.
3
Right.
ovens.
Right. I don't, but sometimes I feel like it, depending on what's happening. So, you serve and then they give you a tour. And so as he gave us the tour, we stopped by the laundry room. And this I don't know why this stuck out to me the way it did, but I said, oh, this is really nice, because you're thinking clean clothes, just stuff you're not thinking about because unfortunately your child is ill.
Right.
And I said, I don't see any detergent. And he said, there's one over there. He said, but most of the time, people donate the detergent because parents aren't thinking about that. I said, of course not. They have other stuff on their mind.
Right.
So God bless my couponing friend, Yolanda. One day I walked in her house and I asked her, has she robbed like the Tide and Gain truck? Because it's like, friend, why are there 7 million bottles? What are you doing?
It was on sale in Extreme Coupon.
Absolutely. And so she was like, girl, I got all this for less than $20.
Wow.
What? Girl, I went right in my purse. Thankfully, I had cash this day. And I said, I need you to get me all of that. And so periodically during the year, I'll drop it off just so they can have extra. And then for my birthday, I ask people to give me, donate bottles of whatever, anything related to laundry. I don't care what it is, dryer sheets, whatever. And so when we do go to cook, then I bring that with so they can stock.
Aww.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't have any kids. When my cousin lost her daughter, it was obviously hard for her. It was hard for me to watch. So I can't imagine what it was like for her. And I was just looking at the parents. So literally they came in and they were really like, oh, thank you so much for cooking. And I was like, I'm the punk in the group, every group I'm in. And I was like, I'm going to cry. Jesus Christ. But I didn't want to set anybody off because, they were smiling. So I didn't want to just start crying.
Right.
And
Right.
like,
You're like, excuse me for a moment.
Right. But I thought that was a really great charity. So they're all over here in Chicagoland, and then I know that they're all around the nation too. So
they are.
I didn't realize the impact until I dealt with it indirectly, obviously.
Right.
But yeah. So yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, I do more self-reflection. I woke up in the morning and I did a New Year meditation.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Well, I've started doing meditation for the last, 60 days. And it really has changed a lot of how I feel and how I think and how I'm dealing with things.
Sure.
But I felt that I needed to bring in more direction.
Okay.
And let go of things that are not serving me anymore.
That's wise.
Yeah. And it's something that I've always thought about, but I've never really focused on doing. But this year is my year of taking care of me.
Good.
So I'm doing all the detoxing physically and mentally, and that was what my birthday was basically about. So I did that in the morning.
It's kind of a rebirth.
Yeah, kind of. I did that, and then I went to my friend Karen's spa, and I got a massage, which I really needed because my shoulders are all really messed up, and my massage therapist was like, yeah, what's going on here? And I was like, yeah.
Dana, have you been punching people? Is that what's going on?
No, I have been, I have had this problem sleeping where I get really tense.
Sure.
And it's all in my shoulders.
Yeah.
So
that's where I carry my stress too.
Yeah.
Right
it's because we're weight of the world people.
Yeah.
We carry it on our shoulders.
We do.
And then I had an ozone bath, which I've never had before.
What's that?
So, have you ever seen the I Love Lucy when she gets in that like box thing?
Yeah.
And it's like a sweat box.
Yes.
It's kind of the same
Okay.
situation, but they pump in ozone, so it goes deeper into your skin and your cells and changes you on a cellular level, which is pretty awesome. And then I did a sauna, which was lovely.
Yes.
And
I can only do like 2 minutes of that, and then I'm out.
I'm actually a lot better at it now because I used to be like, oh, I can't breathe in here.
Right.
But when I started doing sweat lodges and the heat doesn't bother me as much.
Okay.
Like this heat, yeah, it's oppressive, but it's not bothering me like it used to when I was a kid.
Right.
Like I used to have like heat, not heat stroke, but the other one. Heat, what the heck is it called?
I'm sorry.
Heat exhaustion.
Oh.
That's what I used to have. I used to get that really easily. And, like, now I'm okay with it. I mean, I don't want to be standing out in it if I don't have to, but if I have to be outside, I'm not going to pass out, which is, a good thing.
Yes. This would frighten us.
And then the last thing I had was I was in the hyperbaric chamber for 30 minutes.
Okay.
So all about just oxygenating my body and regenerating, and that's where I'm at.
I love it. That sounds like a complete, rebirth. That's good.
Yeah,
It's reflection time, and I think that meditation piece is important. Excuse me. Because you do need to stop and kind of assess. I like what you said. What's not serving me anymore?
Exactly.
And then sometimes that might include who's not serving me anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't mean that like you are my servant, serving me.
No. But like if you're
we've outgrown
yeah.
one another. You may have grown and they wish to remain stagnant.
Right.
And all the drama that comes with stagnation. I'm out.
Yeah. I've been having some issues with some people who are kind of not on board.
Got it.
And I live in truth, and if I tell you the truth, I'm not saying it to hurt you.
Sure.
I'm saying it because it's the truth.
It's the
and
truth.
I don't want to mislead you in any way.
Sure.
So if you get angry because I've done that, because it's not the way you wanted it to go, that's,
Sure.
I mean...
Unfortunately, that is life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't always go the way we desire or plan.
I think I posted something like that the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
My dad used to tell me that when I was little. You can't have everything you want. Like, he drilled that in me and my brother's heads because he didn't want spoiled little kids.
Yeah.
'Cause that's not, you can't have it. And so it's like, no. And we just be like, oh. Well,
Yeah, but
the end.
I tried to do that with Nefera, but somehow she still ended up with everything that she wanted.
I don't know.
I'm
Maybe
not
you
sure
needed
how that worked.
Maybe the baritone in Daddy's voice. No, I'm kidding.
No, I think it was more that she somehow worked around me not being able to afford it. Like
Okay.
when she got her first horse, I didn't buy her a horse. She earned her horse because she worked at a rescue, and they gave her a horse.
See, that shows me grit. So it wasn't like she went out and stole the horse.
Right.
It's my horse. Good day. But she worked for it.
Right.
And I think that was the lesson that Daddy was trying to get us to see. Like, just because you asked me for it, so I might actually have the money sitting right there.
But
Nope.
I'm not giving it to you.
You don't need it. Or maybe you're not ready.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Maybe you're just not ready. So, yeah, I get it. Yeah, absolutely. I get it. Because you're right. People have a reaction. What happens, Dana, is when you grow, people who are not growing become annoyed with your growth.
Right.
And so then...
And they question it
Yeah.
so much.
And then you turn around and try to give them some insight, not because you're better, but because you've discovered something new. Much
Right.
like I would if I discovered a sale at a store. I'm going to turn around and share this information with
Right.
you. And now, like you said, they get upset. And you're like, what? I was
I'm
just telling you
the truth.
that you're too old to,
Stop acting like a fool.
Right. Before I start to believe you're not acting.
Because you're probably not.
I've mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. This is very true.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we do have a couple of topics off of this. This wasn't even a topic we were going to talk about.
Right.
We just started talking. All right. Chance the Snapper. If you are from Chicago, you know who Chance the Snapper is.
Hilarious.
And he is not a rapper.
He's not.
No. He is a 5-foot alligator who just happened to be living in, where was he living?
In Humboldt Park.
Humboldt Park, yeah.
Yeah. Which of y'all put that alligator in the lagoon
Right.
at the park where a child could have gone? Like, that was going to go south.
Well,
obviously.
not even just a child.
Anybody.
It could eat anybody. A dog.
Yeah. Don't,
Like,
yeah. Just,
they get hungry, they gonna eat.
yeah, whatever's around.
Mm-hmm.
Much like me when there are no snacks. I'm like, well,
But he
just
was-
make some potatoes. You know.
He's very cute, though.
I mean, I guess.
From an alligator
I-
perspective, he was a very cute alligator.
They look
so-
strange to me. I can't.
Well, because they're prehistoric looking.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, because they look like they're not from this time.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just...
Yeah. It's like, it's just- I'm good. Also, I can't swim, and I'm not down with the death roll that they do, so I wouldn't
Yeah,
be able
no.
to get away.
You'd be done.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
But he was captured
Mm.
finally after they found... Well, I don't know how long he's actually been there.
Right.
But he was sighted like a week ago, and it took him like 5 or 6 days. They had to call somebody in from Florida to get him.
Because we don't have expert. I mean, we have zoologists, obviously,
Right.
but generally speaking, they were like, let's get somebody who deals with this kind of foolishness,
in the wild.
right, on a regular basis, right?
I mean, I wish we still had Steve Irwin, but, you know,
Yeah.
I guess we got the next best Florida guy.
And the city treated him incredibly well as a thank you. He got an opportunity to have all of the Chicago foods, and
He threw out a pitch.
yeah,
and-
it was really nice. So
Yeah.
congrats to him. Thank you for coming to get that poor alligator, because what was he eating in there? They said he was surviving on frogs. I mean,
Well, he was little. It's not like he was like a 50-foot gator.
still. You know, he's in there not understanding what happened.
Right. He's like, I used to live in a tank, I think, or someone's bathtub because
Right.
he was kind of big.
Yeah, don't get unauthorized pets, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. You don't know what to do with them.
No.
And putting them in a park
Is a poor
lagoon is
decision.
a bad idea.
This is an incredibly poor decision.
Like, yeah.
I'm glad no one was hurt, and
Yeah, me
even
too.
he was safe, because
But I am a little disappointed that he ended up moving to Florida.
yeah.
Because we have zoos here. Why couldn't he stay in one of our zoos?
Yeah, good question. I don't know why or what the logic behind that decision was. That's funny though. Like, are you just gonna move too? You gonna use up
Right.
all our resources?
Are
Come
they
back.
going to keep his name? Now that he's in
This is
Florida?
unlikely.
I mean, he is our Chance the Snapper.
He is.
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
All right, so I want to get a reaction out of you because you have
boy.
yet to see the Cats trailer for the new movie.
So we won't put the trailer in the video lest we be sued, but
But we'll link it on our Facebook so you can take a look at it. And we'll put it on Twitter too because we kind of neglect Twitter. I'm not a big Twitter fan.
okay, so I'm gonna go to this website and watch this trailer for Cats. So you need to know that I'm not, a Broadway fan. So I have no initial opinion one way or another. But I'm gonna tell you, just looking at the kind of the thumbnail.
Yeah. So I am actually a huge fan of Cats.
Okay.
I've seen it several times when I was a kid. I had the album, actually an actual album.
Really?
Yes, I still have it. I don't have anything to play it on, but and I used to dance around my living room
That's so cute.
as a cat. And I sang "Memory" from Cats in 8th grade, on stage. So
I love it. All right, so the
Here we go.
authentic reaction. Hopefully, YouTube doesn't make me watch a commercial,
Oh, it will.
because you know
See,
that's
there
how
it
it is.
is.
We'll wait on that. So no, I'm not a huge. I like live theater, but I don't know why I never got into it.
It's not for everybody.
I mean, I don't.
I like being on the stage more
Sure.
than being more than watching it.
Okay.
But this, no.
All right. So movie clips trailer.
Here we go.
All right.
Jennifer Hudson's amazing.
She is. It looks okay.
You think so?
Yeah, but again, it's probably because I'm not this initial fan. So I'm like, all right, cats, yay.
So all of their fur and every costumes are actual CGI, and that's where I'm having a problem. Because people's they look like alien cats. Like, I was so into when they originally did it on, well, not on Broadway, because I didn't see it on Broadway, because I ain't been to New York for that. But when it was on tour, and I saw it in Chicago, I was so into the makeup and the costumes, and it was so amazing, and it wasn't lifelike, but that's not lifelike either. That is freaking frightening.
Really?
Yes.
It didn't frighten me, but and normally I'm the chicken because I don't watch Thriller and stuff like that. But
like,
is it that it's too? Does it just look strange? It looks inauthentic. Like I'm not clear.
It looks inauthentic.
Okay.
It looks like they tried too hard.
Okay.
And
as the kids say, they're doing too much.
They're doing too much. There was no need for them to be CGI'd. Like,
maybe they wanted to be innovative. Maybe they're going for the Oscar for
best creepy cats.
Best, I don't know. That's a category, but that's funny.
Because it is creepy cats.
I don't know. It looked all right to me.
Okay. See,
but I'm probably not going to see.
Right.
Like that might be something. My cousins are cat lovers. My cousins and my aunts, they're cat lovers, and we love their cats. Mm-hmm. So if they said, "Let's do a family gathering," that might be the only time I'd say, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go see this," because I promise you, I don't care.
Okay. Well, I have a lot of theater friends because I was in theater for a long time. So half of them are like, "Oh, this is the best thing since sliced bread," and the other ones are like, "What the heck is happening here? Who ruined Cats?" Now, to begin with, Cats is a musical that you either love or you hate if you're into musicals.
Okay.
And mine's more of a nostalgia thing. I don't even know if I really love the musical, to be honest with you, but I've seen it twice, and it was visually pleasing to me. This is not visually pleasing.
And now that's important, because if you don't like to look at it, you won't, and then you'll move on to something else.
And there's way too many famous people in this, too.
Who's in it?
What's her name? Judi Dench is in it.
Okay.
And she actually plays a character who, in the original, is a male, which isn't a big deal at this point because I've played more male characters on stage than I have female characters. Idris Elba's in it. Yeah, I kind of just want to see it for them. But one of my friends commented that they're like, I feel like I need therapy because I'm still attracted to him even though he's in this creepy cat costume. And I don't know how to feel.
Your subconscious is aware that is fine, Idris Elba.
Right.
That's all that is.
Taylor Swift's in it.
Okay.
Jennifer Hudson. I can't remember everybody else. But there's a lot of people in it, and I'm like, okay.
That's hilarious. I probably won't. go see it. That's not my thing.
Oh, I won't go see it, but once it comes on HBO or whatever, I have to watch it.
I'm probably gonna skip by it.
I'll watch it.
Who cares?
Because that's where I'm at.
Not my thing. I'm nervous. Boo.
Other things that are boo. Unsolicited sexual DMs.
You know. And it's not even gender specific.
No.
Because my guys get it from the girls. Mm-hmm. And guys get it from guys and girls get it from girls. And it's like, seriously, just what makes you think you should just go here to... Don't get me wrong. Start a conversation.
Right.
But, you know, you don't...
Just your conversation should not start off with bam.
Right. Or a penis picture.
No.
It's like, for real? That's what you came up with?
No one wants to see it. Like, honestly, no one wants to see that.
Yeah. And I don't know you. Please put that away.
And is that really yours?
That part. You know, prior to the, you know, sliding into DMs becoming popular, I had someone unsolicited. I was married. Send me a picture of his privates. By the time my cousins showed up, it was bad. Because it was unsolicited. So of course he, you know, with I didn't mean to send it to you. Somebody sent it to me, and I thought I was sending it back.
Someone sent it to you.
You're not even good at this line piece. You're not good at the line piece. Your picture needs grooming, and you should have sent a magnifying glass. You see what I'm saying?
There should have been manscaping, and make sure that bottle of Smart Water, that is the real big one, is not sitting next to you.
Girl, I was so appalled. Like,
because I don't need to see that. I don't.
You just don't. And then so then if I had clowned him and sent it everywhere else, now I'm wrong. No, you sent it out. Obviously, you wanted. No, I didn't do that because that's not my style. But because I
never thought of doing that.
You know what I could have. Oh, absolutely. Like, oh, this what you're doing? My girlfriends on Facebook are hilarious. They will put a warning out and say, if you know, brothers, if you don't stop emailing me, I'm gonna screenshot it and tag your woman. Oh, okay.
Well, okay.
That's one way to get them to leave you alone. But there is a respectful way. I'm not opposed to any kind of online communication, online dating, any of that.
Right. But
there's a respectful way to reach out to someone, particularly if you don't know them. And it's not by sending a picture of your Johnson or your girls. Like, what are you doing? So now, here's the thing, though. The flip to that is people do it because it has worked. Somewhere in their little creepy life, that has worked for them.
But obviously not very long because
because it's like it becomes a short term.
I think it's more of a I almost feel like it's not even a sexual thing anymore. I think it's more of a like clicking in your lizard brain kind of a thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. It's the thrill of it.
Okay. The shock value piece.
Right. It's not even the actual sexuality. It's just how, hi, hey.
Let me warn you that if you send me that for shock value, I'm going to shock you, everybody. That's not what you want. It's not how you want to approach me.
Yeah, I need to come up with some kind of altered photo of something that just is not visually pleasing and send it back. Because the thing that I hate most is, there's some pictures from me backstage that are on my Facebook where, my boobs are they're not like out, but they're like, I'm in a low cut situation and I'm like, hey, but I'm not, my nipple's not hanging out.
Right.
And I've had men be like, well, you do that? And I was like, yeah, that's theater.
Right. I'm not just randomly walking down the street going, hey, everybody, look.
Right. It's like, well, it's on your Facebook. Yeah, but it's not.
Also, sir, you can't think critically. What about that?
Right.
Get out of here.
Like, it clearly says that I'm backstage at, whatever play I was in, acting like a goofball.
And they are not acting like a goofball.
Right.
They are just goofballs.
They're serious.
and that is the unfortunate piece, because you're like, seriously?
Yeah. See, and I don't mind talking about sex. It's not like a big deal.
Sure.
But if I've already told you, hey, I'm with somebody and I'm not interested in that, I mean,
now you're out of line.
Right. I'm like, we need to stop that.
I'm the queen of the block. That's a no.
Yeah.
I get it. Well, yeah, that's a good note to end on. Keep your privates to yourself.
Post positive. Keep your privates to yourself.
You've been listening to TLC Talk Radio's DT on Our Minds. I'm your girl, Tasha.
And I'm that fat girl, Dana.
And don't forget to follow us on our social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And catch us every day on TLCTalkRadio.com. We'll catch you next week.
Peace.